Rawhide.
I hope it caught your last rolling, and then the intro, and then rawhide at the
Yeah, I
end.
hope it does too.
That'd be
I
phenomenal if
roll
that
it
worked.
through the whole intro, and then I rawhide at the end.
Dude, it can be done.
I showed
That's a
it.
lot of rollings, though. If you actually think
Yeah, it's a
about
lot of
that,
ecstasy, man.
That's the business right
A lot
there,
of
man.
rap music.
Rap music.
Yeah, rolling.
Antisocial Experience 280.
Oh, did you see Snoop quit smoking weed?
Been here before. Snoop did?
Yeah.
What is this?
The
What is
world's
this?
ending. Yeah, the world's it's over.
What is this business?
Yeah, he quit. It was 2 days ago.
Kevin Smith quit too.
Yeah, I can't anymore then. Oh, no, I still can, but you know what I mean? Like, wow.
Yeah,
I think he's sick, man. I think there's something wrong.
Snoop?
Yeah.
You think after all this?
Yeah, there's blunt wraps and shit. They're not good for you. Like, you know what I mean? Think all those wraps and shit. Like, they're not good.
I suppose, yeah, that could be.
Everything's bad for you. The food, everything. We're here to be poisoned. You know, like
that could be the deal, right?
Yeah.
Man, son. Yeah. I guess anything's possible, right?
That's what they say.
But yeah, no. It you gotta wonder though, like when people come like out of the blue and with a choice like that, like are we gonna you know, like you said, quitting smoking or whatever. And then there's the other side of that coin. Like when people are doing shit and like who was it that lost the TV show? Oh, Roseanne.
Oh yeah.
Taking what, Ambien or some shit?
Yeah.
And getting on fucking Twitter and posting.
Yeah. Yeah, she was a mess. But like it sucks because they killed her off too, you know what I mean? Like they didn't have to kill Roseanne. Like what the fuck? And did you know how they killed her? She took too many pills.
Yeah. What, in the show?
Yeah.
Oh, so she took shit and got on Twitter posting shit, saying shit she shouldn't.
And that's how they killed her off on the show.
And then they kill her off that same way in the show.
Yep.
But instead of her posting shit, she's overdosed.
Dead. Yeah, she did.
Man.
Yeah. And then they renamed the show The Connors because it's still everybody else but Roseanne.
Did they do a Darlene spinoff?
Well, that's what it is right now.
The Connors?
Yeah, but it was supposed to be the new Roseanne. But when Roseanne got kicked, everybody else was like, well, hey, we still want to do a show here. Like, you know, so they changed it to The Connors.
Man. And you know what? In the world of the 90s or early 2000s, it would have been fine.
No,
but
absolutely.
in the 2020s, yeah, you can't do
Nothing's
that shit.
fine. You can't say anything, dude.
We're talking about this the other day, just like some of the shit that you're not, allegedly some of the stuff that you're not supposed to say, right? And what to be correct or politically correct, what you're supposed to say, it actually sounds more insulting.
Oh, dude, a lot of it does. If you really listen to it, like a lot of it does. It sounds more insulting.
You know, not being able to say retarded or retard, not, you know, or not supposed to according to society.
You remember that freaking thing I showed you? Yeah, that's so awesome. Dude, it's so awesome.
We'll talk about that in a minute. That's what I was bringing up. But no, now I guess it's you have to refer to it as ID or intellectually disabled. That sounds like an insult.
Yeah, it sounds like an idiot, like an ID idiot.
Yeah, but intellectual, I don't know, man. So do you want to lay out the premise for that commercial?
So
we can't play it. It's not ours. I don't want copyrighted.
No, but it's so awesome. So like there's this commercial from like, I don't know, early 90s, maybe late 80s. But like there's this dude, and how'd it go? Like he was in a wheelchair and that dude was messing with him, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, I forget what he even says.
His one friend's like, hey, why are you going to mess with somebody that can't walk?
Yeah. And then he said something about, I don't even know. But basically towards the end, it's like, don't be retarded. Don't pick on disabled people or something like that.
Yeah.
Or don't be a retard. Don't pick on disabled people.
Right.
That's what it was. Yeah, that was the
And
commercial.
the one dude's like, forget walking. Let's roll.
Yeah. Because he was in the wheelchair.
It's like, could that commercial be made today?
I mean, it could be. I don't think it could be like shown anywhere.
Right. That's what I'm saying, man.
It's so funny though.
Oh, I want to tell people what to look up though.
Don't walk, roll.
What is the title of that? Do you remember?
What, the commercial?
Yeah.
Let me find it.
I'm gonna try and Google it while we're attempting to do an episode here, but we'll see how well that works.
Yeah. It's so awesome.
It
Let's see here.
there's probably a bunch of them, a whole series, right?
I'd imagine so.
Was that a commercial or a PSA though?
I think it was a PSA.
I think it was too as well. All right. Well, if you figure out what it is over there, we'll cover it then when you get to it. Real quick, just in this episode too, want to take a moment just for people that may see this and not have seen the last one, or you hear this episode, go back. Last week's episode wasn't like a goof or nothing. We were just talking, and as I did say, that was dedicated to a good friend that passed away recently. Go check that out. The description was updated with the listing. If you knew Patty, you can sign the online guest book, and there's another link just to the article that was ran. But yeah, good show regardless last week, man. That publishes today.
Oh, it's called "Don't Make Fun of People with Disabilities" PSA.
Okay, don't make fun of people with disabilities PSA.
Yeah,
look that up and tell me if that.
Tell me it's not the greatest thing you've ever watched in your life.
If what that.
Yeah,
it's pretty good, man. But what I'm saying is, could you make that PSA today? Like, I don't think you could. I think somebody's going to be pointing fingers at you. You're getting a demotion or getting fired.
I don't even think that's a PSA today. You know, like that's not something you announce to the public,
right?
Except the part where he's like, "Let's roll,"
right? But was it then?
Well, yeah, obviously it got out there.
I don't know, man. There's like just think about where the world was and where it is now. Remember all those ads I was sending you?
Yeah, dude, we peaked in the 80s and early 90s. Like the world, at least the United States, we peaked. We're just on a decline now.
Right. But you remember like what were some of those ads that I sent you? I'm going to swipe back through some of the pictures. I just want to go over them. Okay. So, okay. Dude, can I show any of that?
I don't know.
I don't want to show it and get copyrighted, even though it should be fair use to showing something. But we'll talk about it.
Yeah, the copyrights arrest us.
Too bad that yeah, man. And if you're trying to make anything, it's a shame that you got to be careful what you show and don't show. You know.
Yeah. Especially if it's
who remembers the Santa commercial where he was smoking a Lucky Strike?
He's like, Lucky Strikes.
Lucky's a light smoke, a rich, ripe bodied tobacco.
Please tell me it says 9 out of 10 doctors approve.
No, this is the one that is a gift of pleasure, and it has a note from Santa Claus, and it's actually Santa Claus. You're not going to be able to see it because my camera won't refocus, but I promise you, look it up. There's a Lucky Strike Santa Claus ad. And then the more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
9 out of 10 doctors approve.
Right.
My brother can do that 50s fucking commercial voice so good, dude. He's so funny.
Yeah, we're gonna be hiring him for a bit.
Yeah, dude, I want to do. So funny.
There was oh yeah. So here's another one that wouldn't fly today. This is the Ivory Johnson revolvers.
Did you say Ivory Johnson?
Ivor, like Iver, Johnson revolvers, like a bang gun.
Yeah.
Right?
I thought you meant like Ivory soap and then they turned it into revolver like on Elvis. Or Ernest, not Elvis.
They're not toys. They shoot straight and kill. You may need one only once in your lifetime. Buy it now so you will have it at that time. And it has a picture of a little girl in her bed beside a doll holding a gun. And what is she saying here?
Like, I believe in ammunition.
Papa says it won't hurt us. Absolutely safe. Accidental discharge impossible.
And she's like, Papa, don't preach.
I wish I could show. I wish I could show these on screen.
Yeah, the world really took a nosedive when they killed off Camel Joe. That's when everything went downhill. When Camel Joe that bit the big one back in the early 90s.
Well, and what was that? What initiative was that?
Well, 2000s, I guess, because he was smoking Joes.
We couldn't have cartoons representing adult products like that. Like that was a bad thing.
Yeah, because it lured kids in. Like, I didn't smoke because of Camel Joe. Do you know why I smoked? I smoked because of Solid Snake, man. Okay, I thought that was the coolest
The video game
yeah, because he
character?
smoked cigarettes. Yeah, I thought that was the shit.
That's not why I smoked. You know, obviously being around it, try it. It's an addictive substance, man. I mean, let's be real here. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
You know, it's an addictive substance, not because of some fucking cartoon camel.
right. It's like yogurt.
You know?
Yeah.
Who was this? Cocaine toothache drops. That was a thing.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you, I'll bet you that was a thing. My teeth be motherfucking hurting all the time.
He's not coming back. Yeah, that there's some old ads. If you want to see some shit, go check on the old ads.
Yeah, I don't know.
That ran like stuff that they did from years ago, like magazine advertisements, newspaper flyers,
some wild
shit like
out
that.
there, man. Like,
yeah, and
there's some good shit out
dude,
there too.
Literally,
look at Quaaludes.
These are just a few of the ones that I brought up. The page I looked at all these on, there was literally probably 100 or more of past ads, like the Dickman's horse fat spread, and it has a little girl with a surprised look, and it's like you're eating a pony.
Dude, there's one. Oh my god, I think I have it saved.
All right, bring it up, sir. Bring it up.
It's awesome. It's hilarious.
Did they do it? So Pearl's got a relevant thing in the chat here that says, "I missed the Marlboro Man." Did they do away with the Marlboro Man too?
Yeah.
Did they make it so you can't advertise people with your?
Yeah, him and Camel Joe fought to the death.
But other than that, like, did they kick him out of commercials
That's
too?
why, yeah, they killed them all off.
Advertisements?
Dude.
Damn, so you can't have cartoons or real people representing the shit.
Nope, you can't have nothing.
Think about all the dude, think about this, right? What if we would get a now copy of Pinocchio from Disney? Would they have like the part where the kids are where Pinocchio smokes on or puffs on the cigar and coughs? Like Lamprick and all those other kids at was that Pleasure Island where they're smoking and being bad, being turned into donkeys?
Yeah, I don't know.
Would that part be cut out or edited, or did they put something else in? Did they AI it into artificial intelligence into something else?
What I do know is like if you think you kept all these Disney movies from back in the day on cassette and they're worth a bunch of money, they're not.
No, Beanie Babies though is a worthy investment.
Yeah, dude, dump your house into it. But yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not worth anything.
The old Disney cassettes.
Yeah, the people think the original 20. They're called the Black Diamond edition because they have the Black Diamond on the bind or whatever.
Where does that come from?
I have no idea. But dude, like you get on eBay and there's like 19 out of 20 of them for $100 and nobody's even bid on that. So they ain't worth shit.
Right, but I do remember people bringing up that they're original and trying to sell them on like Marketplace or
the reason I saw it because I saw old Trevor. He had them listed on Poshmark for $1,000 a piece, and I was like, "Come on, no way!" So of course I got investigating, and I was right.
They're not worth anything.
No,
not even with the original run cases, like when they were originally.
Those are the Black Diamond cases. No, they ain't worth shit, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry I just spoiled your retirement plans, but they weren't shit.
Yeah, not mine. But I'm just saying, like I've heard of that. People thinking they were.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's something.
What do you think is going to be the next big flop thing? You know what I mean? Because like, do you remember?
Probably the show.
Obviously, like that's a given. That's in the contract. You know.
Yeah.
But no, like Beanie Babies, that was during the .com boom, right? Like that's when the internet was booming. That's when everybody was having a .com website.
eBay was still the Wild West. Like,
do you remember those days? Did you buy something on eBay in those days?
I sold and bought on those days, dude.
Dude, fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
You sent a check or a money order away to some address.
Yep, blindly.
Not knowing if you were going to get what you paid for or not.
Nope, and just if you got it, it just would randomly show up one day. Like, you just kind of forgot about it too, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It was crazy, man.
Like, there was not a purchase that I made that I can speak of back then, right? That I wasn't absolute, like, sweating, like, man.
But I feel like I had less problems back then than I do now.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, as ridiculous as it is.
Did you find what you was looking for?
I'm still looking for it.
What is it?
It's this car ad from way back in the day.
All right. But yeah, man. The Those I mean, I'm kinda glad those days are gone, but like you said, it's like you had less problems. Like, the only scary bit was the actually, like, winning something, and then you have to pay for it, and like I said, sending that payment off.
Do you remember everything used to have, like, proofs of purchase? You'd have to send in, like, cereals and stuff like that, so you collect 5 proofs of purchase and whatever, and you send it in and get an action figure or
Or
whatever.
a toy.
Yeah, yeah. Do you like,
Yeah.
why don't companies offer that shit anymore?
But did you notice how they advertised that toy on the box? And
Yeah.
then it actually I'm guessing because of so many kids getting frustrated and parents having to re-explain it that the toy's not in there, we have to send away for it. They actually started putting
Oh,
toys
yeah, I didn't think about that part,
into
yeah.
the well, there was a time when toys came in cereal, remember?
Oh, yeah, dude, yeah. I
And
remem
how many choking hazards did that provide until they just like, "Alright, no fucking toys with your cereal. No nothing.
dude,
Save
we used to
box
get legit toys with cereal.
save box tops for your school," or whatever that is, you
I
know?
remember I've owned it twice since I've been older, but I've sold it off each time too. It's, do you remember the original Batman had a cereal? But when you bought it, he came with a bank, and it was just the bust of Batman, like, the top of him, but he came with a plastic bag, like, wrapped in the, box with it.
No,
Oh, yeah, dude,
I
it's
missed that.
legendary.
I definitely missed
Oh,
that
I know
one
where
then.
this is at. I whenever I find it, yeah, dude.
You got it? You nailed it
I
down?
know where it's at now.
Alright, well, you keep going with that.
I almost have it.
I don't.
Oh,
I
wow.
definitely don't have nothing, man. Ah, yeah, and people you always hear people saying that, "The good old days," and like, was it really?
I think so.
I mean, yeah, they were. Like, I remember running around outside unsupervised, and was it that shit didn't happen back then, or you just didn't hear about it because you didn't have the internet?
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, news didn't travel as fast. That's a really good question.
News does travel fast, a lot faster now than before.
Well, news just happens now, like, it's just I don't know, everybody has a camera now, you know what I mean? Everybody has a reporter. There's always a reporter there because somebody there with a camera.
And that's the thing, that's what gets me. The people nowadays that have a problem with a camera being on them, and legit, they're probably carrying one in their pocket, and it's like there's more cameras now than there ever have been. You're being you can't you depending on the town, because there's some nowhere towns out there, right?
Right.
But you most 9 chances out of 10, 9 towns out of 10, you're not gonna make a trip to town and back without being recorded like 4, 5, 6, 10, or more times on cameras, doorbells.
Yeah.
Did you find it?
No, I would give up.
Alright.
Yeah,
We'll
just
cover
like
it
everything
another
else in
time.
life.
Yeah, Pearl has a good comment there, I was just looking it up. Did you see that?
With the license?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where mine came from, but it was a Cracker Jim box.
We're gonna we gotta see what the opinion is on that one. Oh,
I'm a good driver.
I doubt we're gonna get a concise answer.
I'm a good driver. I'm going to drive it.
Did t somebody really just title this article that? I wanna know where that saying come from because 'cause I've heard it. How many people got their license from the bottom of a Cracker
Oh,
Jack
I'm sure it
box?
came with, like, a pretend license or something back in the day, like a decoder ring or something.
Driver's license is still available in Cracker Jack boxes as of 2009.
See?
So if you received your license from a box of Cracker Jacks, I understand they don't include free training with that.
People are savage, man.
Oh my goodness. Mm.
We got 5
Yeah.
minutes till 5.
Yeah, I know that, sir. Um,
We got 20 minutes in, that's not bad for
yeah,
the
no, this is a short episode. There's a
yeah.
lot going on today. I was just not gonna I was like gonna like be like, you know what, let's just not broadcast, take a week off. Episode 280, we had to do something.
Yeah, it was a big T280.
And
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know, man. What do you prefer? Yesteryear or the here and now? The good old days? Were they
Uh,
really the good old days though?
yeah, I think so. I think they were better. I think we communicated better. Dude, I went to parties with hundreds of people in the woods, you know what I mean? Just out in the middle of nowhere, drinking beer, having a good time. Like, you're not gonna find that now. Like,
And no how many were standing around looking at their cell phone?
not a one, dude.
Not a
Not a
one.
one.
Do you remember those days?
Yeah, vividly.
Before like, phone coming out of a pocket was a thing, and then it started happening gradually,
Yeah.
and then
The
it's like
smartphone didn't help anything. Like, when it was just the phone, it was bad, but it wasn't like smartphone really upped the
right,
ante.
but before it was a smartphone, when it was a phone, you'd be like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, I'm sending a text." "Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid, just call me."
Yeah, now it's like, "Don't you dare fucking call me. Don't you fucking dare,
Don't do
because 'cause
it.
I'm not gonna answer anyway.
Yeah, don't do
You'll
it.
call me, and I'll wait till the phone hangs up, and I'll be like, 'What do you want?' Text you."
Alright, so we're getting some hate in the chat. You think we forgot, but we didn't.
No,
There's just another plan for it.
yeah, there's another day for
Anyhow,
another dollar.
send us out, mister.
What were we talking about earlier? I
At
forget.
which point?
At the beginning.
At the beginning?
Yeah.
The
Oh,
PSA?
oh, yeah, I got it. Let's roll.